Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, CS, and I am so excited for today's video. Are you guys ready for a super fun adventure? We're going to jump into our imaginary time machine and travel all the way back to discover some really awesome things that happened on one special day, March 6th. You might think it's just a regular day, but guess what? It's filled with incredible secrets and amazing stories that changed the world. We're talking about everything from yummy cookies to famous artists and incredible inventions. It's going to be so much fun. Get ready to put on your explorer hats because we're about to become history detectives. We're going on a quest to uncover the coolest hidden stories from March 6th throughout history. We'll find out about the first ever Oreo cookie, meet a super famous painter who decorated a giant ceiling, and even see how people started talking to each other from far away. It's like a real-life treasure hunt through time, and you get to come with me. We're going to learn so many new things and have a blast doing it. So buckle up, make sure your imagination is ready to go, because our amazing time travel adventure is starting right now. We're going to zoom through the years and see some of the most important and fun moments that all share the same special date. Are you ready to discover the secrets of March 6th? Let's go, this is going to be one of the best adventures ever. Our first stop in the time machine is March 6th, 1912. Wow, that was a long time ago. Do you guys love cookies? I know I do. Well, on this very day, something super delicious was sold for the very first time. Can you guess what it is? It's round, it has 2 chocolatey wafers, and a creamy white filling in the middle. That's right, it's the Oreo cookie. Can you believe it? The first Oreo was sold in a town called Hoboken, in New Jersey. They called it the Oreo biscuit back then. It's so cool to think that a snack we still love today has been around for over 100 years. Imagine walking into a store back in 1912 and seeing this brand new cookie. Nobody knew then that it would become the most popular cookie in the whole wide world. People loved it right away. The design on the cookie was even super special, with a wreath around the edge and the name Oreo right in the center. The best part is how everyone has their own special way to eat it. Do you twist it open first, or do you just dunk it straight into a big glass of milk? It's so fun to think that kids just like us all those years ago were probably trying to figure out the best way to eat their first Oreo too. From that one day in a small town, the Oreo cookie traveled all over the planet. Now, you can find Oreos in so many different countries, and they even come in tons of crazy flavors, like birthday cake, mint, and even strawberry. It all started on March 6th, with one simple, yummy idea. It just shows that even something as small as a cookie can have a huge history and bring smiles to people everywhere, connecting kids and grown-ups for generations. Isn't that the sweetest piece of history ever? Okay, time travelers, let's set our time machine way back. We're going all the way to March 6th, 1475. Whoa, that's over 500 years ago. On this day, a baby boy was born in Italy who would grow up to be one of the most famous artists in the entire world. His name was Michelangelo. Have you ever heard of him? He wasn't just a painter, he was also an amazing sculptor, which means he could carve incredible statues out of giant blocks of stone. He was a true art superstar. He had so much talent and imagination. Michelangelo is super famous for his incredible paintings. One of his biggest and most amazing jobs was painting the ceiling of a very special place called the Sistine Chapel. Can you imagine that? Instead of painting on a piece of paper or a canvas, his canvas was a giant curved ceiling high up in the air. He had to lie on his back on a tall wooden platform day after day for 4 whole years to finish it. He painted huge pictures that told stories from the Bible, with hundreds of people, clouds, and bright colors. It must have been so hard with paint dripping in his eyes. When you look at pictures of the Sistine Chapel ceiling, it's like a giant storybook in the sky. The most famous part is a painting called The Creation of Adam, where 2 hands are reaching out to touch each other. His work was so beautiful and so powerful that people still travel from all over the world just to look up at that ceiling and say, wow, Michelangelo showed everyone that with hard work and a big imagination, you can create something truly magical that people will love forever. And it all started with his birthday on March 6th. Alright team, back in the time machine, let's set the dial to a new date. March 6th, 1876. On this day, something happened that completely changed how we talk to each other forever. An inventor named Alexander Graham Bell got something called a patent for his brand new invention. A patent is like a special certificate from the government that says, hey, this is my idea, and no one else can copy it. And what was his amazing idea? It was the telephone, can you believe it? Before this day, there was no way to just pick something up and hear the voice of a friend who was far away. Before the telephone, if you wanted to talk to someone who lived in another town, you had to write a letter and wait days or even weeks for it to get there. Or you could send a message called a telegram, which was just a series of dots and dashes. But Alexander Graham Bell had a dream of sending a real human voice through a wire. He worked so hard, experimenting with all sorts of gadgets and wires. He knew that if he could figure it out, it would connect the world in a whole new way, bringing families and friends closer together, no matter how many miles were between them. Just a few days after he got his patent, he made the very first phone call. He said, "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you." And his assistant, Mr. Watson, who was in another room, heard him through the machine. It was like magic. From that first simple sentence, the telephone grew and changed, leading to the cell phones we use every single day to talk, text, and watch videos. Every time you call your grandma or a friend, you can remember that it all started with Alexander Graham Bell's incredible invention, officially recognized on March 6th. It really made the world feel a lot smaller and more connected. Okay, explorers, let's fast forward a bit. Our next stop is March 6th, 1957. This is a super important day, not just for one country, but for a whole continent. On this day, a country in Africa called Ghana celebrated its independence. That means it became its own free country, able to make its own rules and choose its own leaders, after many years of being ruled by another country, Great Britain. This was a huge deal. The people of Ghana were so happy and proud. There were parades in the streets, music, dancing, and everyone was celebrating this wonderful new beginning for their home. Ghana wasn't just any country gaining freedom, it was the very first country in sub-Saharan Africa to break away from colonial rule. This made Ghana like a superhero for other African nations. Its independence sent a powerful message to the whole world that African countries could and should govern themselves. The leader of Ghana at the time, whose name was Kwame Nkrumah, was a hero to his people. He gave a famous speech and said, "Our independence is meaningless unless it is linked up with the total liberation of Africa." He was dreaming of a future where all of Africa was free. This amazing event on March 6th started a chain reaction. It inspired so many other African countries to also seek their own independence. It was a moment of hope and strength that changed the map of the world. It showed everyone the importance of freedom and the power of people working together to create their own destiny. So when we think of March 6th, we can remember the joyful celebrations in Ghana and the brave people who led the way for a whole continent to find its voice and its freedom. It's a powerful history lesson about courage and hope. Let's take one last trip in our time machine. We're heading back to the same year as the Oreo cookie, 1912, but for a totally different reason. On March 6th, 1912, a woman with a super adventurous spirit made history. Her name was Harriet Quimby, and on this day, she became the very first woman in the United States to get a pilot's license. Wow, can you imagine how brave she was? Back then, airplanes were brand new and kind of rickety. They were made of wood and fabric, and flying was a big, exciting, and sometimes scary adventure. Harriet wasn't just a pilot, she was a trailblazer. That means she did something that no woman had done before, showing everyone that women could be just as brave and skilled as men. She didn't wear a regular pilot's uniform. Instead, she was famous for her awesome purple satin flying suit. She was stylish and daring. She loved the feeling of soaring through the clouds and seeing the world from above. Getting her license wasn't just a personal victory, it was a huge step for all women who dreamed of doing big things. Just a month after getting her license, Harriet Quimby did something even more amazing. She became the first woman to fly a plane across the English Channel, a big stretch of water between England and France. She proved that with courage and determination, you can achieve your wildest dreams. Harriet Quimby's story on March 6th is so inspiring. She showed the world that the sky is not the limit, and that your dreams can take you to incredible new heights, no matter who you are. What an amazing way to end our journey through time. Wow, what an incredible time travel adventure. We learned so much today. We went all the way back to see the first Oreo cookie being sold. We met the amazing artist Michelangelo, and we saw how Alexander Graham Bell's telephone changed the world. We also celebrated with the people of Ghana as they gained their independence and flew through the clouds with the super brave pilot, Harriet Quimby. It's so cool to see how many different and important things can all happen on the very same day, March 6th, just in different years. History is full of so many awesome surprises. Thank you so much for joining me on this amazing trip through time. I had the best time being a history detective with all of you. It's so much fun to discover these hidden stories together. Now I have a question for you. Which March 6th secret was your favorite? Was it the yummy cookie, the incredible ceiling painting, the world-changing invention, the celebration of freedom, or the high-flying pilot? Let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to read what you guys think was the coolest part of our adventure. I hope you had as much fun as I did. If you liked exploring the past with me, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future adventures. We have so many more fun things to discover together. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next video. Bye.